Interested in taking part? Fill out the form. The link is in the description below.
Books we read. Books we read. La 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 la
Welcome to Between the Pages. Today we're joined by Somesh, a 13-year-old with a profound passion for reading. Recently, he has developed an interest in football and has taken up learning the guitar. Somesh is dedicated to practicing Kalaripayattu and actively participates in the Save Soil movement initiated by Sadhguru. Let's welcome Somesh. Hi Somesh, welcome to Between the Pages. How are you?
Hello, I'm fine.
Can you please introduce yourself?
Hi, my name is Somesh. I am a 13-year-old from Bangalore, and uh, some of my hobbies are playing football, practicing kalari, and finally reading books.
All right, that sounds interesting. So, what book are you gonna talk about today?
I'm going to talk about today The Amazing Voyage by Geronimo Stilton.
All right, so what's the book about?
The book is about a mouse who's named Geronimo Stilton, and it is his own fantasy world. Like he goes into it for the third time, and he has to fight off an evil witch who is threatening the crystal castle, which is the residence of the fairies in his dream world. And that's all I can say.
Okay, so did you enjoy the book? Like, what was your overall impression of the book?
The book is actually very good. Like you can read it, and read it, and still understand much of it.
All right, and can you describe the main character? What do you like or dislike about him?
So the main character is Geronimo Stilton. One thing I like about him is very funny. Like he goes up every time in the morning, goes and sleeps somewhere, starts grumbling everything. Then one thing I dislike about him is every day he's like a newspaper mouse. He keeps on typing on his computer, and although he's like bit funny in his computer also, still he sleeps like down
Yeah,
on
and
the
then
ground.
father just barges in the like. Have you read that book where his grandfather barges in when he's sleeping in his office?
And then wake up will start.
Yeah. So, like, can you? Okay, you shared some parts. Okay. All right. Wait. Just give me a second. What was this book involves a voyage? So, what were some of the most exciting or interesting parts of the journey for you?
The most exciting was the dragon fight, in which he's holding on and still fighting. That is, in real life, it's totally unimaginable, except for bigger people like me, or maybe my Kalari sir. He'll simply take it off and fight somewhere. Then, another interesting thing is when this dragon speaks, he exhales and sings like he's got roses on his nose, and he's singing while talking.
Mm-hmm.
So he will mostly sing a song. That's what is in this book.
I see. So the title suggests that the voyage was amazing. Why do you think the author chose this title, and do you agree with the choice?
I think the author chose the title because it had more new characters like a ship, for example, and even a giant. So it's amazing, of course.
Correct.
And this Another thing was they the way the artist structured everything. It's like you are really going to read this book, read it, and read it again.
Okay.
Hmm.
And Geronimo often faces challenges. So, which challenge in the book do you think was the most difficult for him to overcome?
The most difficult was when he gets to know that Blossom is trapped there inside a volcano. He's literally shocked because usually Blossom will come and receive him at the Crystal Castle. Instead, she's not there. She has to be diverted there. And after
Who
that,
is him?
he has to be diverted to the kingdom of silver dragons, and then we'll have to learn more about it.
But who's Blossom though?
Blossom is the queen of fairies in Geronimo's dream world.
Oh, okay. And the book has illustrations and a unique style. How did the visuals contribute to your reading experience?
The visuals were really funny, like bouncing letters, some type of art there, geometry.
Okay. And if you could step into the shoes of one character from the book, who would it be?
I would step in the shoes of Horizon.
Who is that?
It's a ship from the talking forest which Geronimo visited to save them from a fire. So the fire is like circling around them. Then the first trees were knocked down to stop it. So
And why would
I maybe be in her shoes because she's always floating around water, won't walk.
you? Okay. Um, The Amazing Voyage is a part of a series. Um, like, which is this your favorite book from the series if you've read them all?
This is one of my most favorite books from the series. I've not read most of the series, but I'll sure get the chance.
Okay. I have a few interesting questions. Um,
Hmm.
yeah, they're gonna be pretty interesting. So, favorite character in Amazing Voyage?
One is Geronimo, second is Horizon, third is Scribble Hopper,
Oh
and
yeah,
fourth
the
is
frog.
and fourth is there is another guy. Yeah, Thunderhorn. These
Okay.
four.
If you were on the voyage, which character would you want as your travel buddy?
I would like Thunderhorn
Who is
because
Thunder?
that time he was a deer, so it would be a big advantage because sometimes if you don't know where you're going, you're tired, your legs are like that, he can carry you for some time.
Okay. Hardcover or paperback?
What?
You know the book hardcover or just the paperback?
It's a hardcover.
No, but what do you prefer, hardcover or paperback?
I like hardcover.
Okay. Funniest moment in the book.
The funniest moment is when Scribble Hopper's poem slips out of the bag.
Yeah.
And
Would you?
he's like,
Yeah. Sorry. Continue.
what?
Okay. Would you rather have Geronimo's job or one of the other characters' jobs?
Mm, it can be Geronimo's job because sometimes you need a computer to work on.
Okay. Shipwrecked with Geronimo or stranded on an island with other characters.
Better be shipwrecked
Okay.
because
If you
at least Geronimo can be like giving me jokes and I'll be like, oh, let's go.
if you could visit any place mentioned in the book, where would it be?
I would like visiting the kingdom of silver dragons because
Nice.
I'll at least be able to know more about the dragons. Ride them.
Okay.
Mm.
If the characters had social media, who would have the most followers?
Geronimo himself. Because how funny every reels he'll put or YouTube videos.
Mm-hmm. What snack would you bring on Geronimo's voyage?
I have a lot of favorites, but the one thing I love is uh, this peanut butter and chapatis. I'll be rolling them at
Okay.
done though.
So, if the book were a movie, who would you cast as Geronimo Stilton?
I can take up the cast because I'm funny.
Okay. That sounds interesting. So, you'll be the director and the main character? Cool. Okay.
Director, yeah, I can, but these two double roles, I need a triple role after all because
Why?
my energy is like boing, boing, boing,
Okay.
bouncing.
And lastly, would you rather time travel with Geronimo or go on a space adventure with him?
He mostly features both, but I would like going on a time traveling machine rather
Wh-
than space.
Why so?
Why? Because time traveling, uh, sorry, it has a lot of mathematics to it. So I'll be, oh, maths is here. Well, he's like, "Ah!"
Hmm.
You know him. He'll be scared sometimes.
Okay, so what's your favorite book out of all the Geronimo books you've read?
There is one book called Get in Gear Geronimo. That's my favorite because the card in there has. I also do drawing, so one of the drawings I shown to my teacher. She told it looks exactly like solar,
Mhm.
except not similar, but the shape is she's remembering.
Nice. So yeah, we're pretty much done with the podcast. I have a question. So we have a ritual in this podcast where
Hmm.
every guest writes a question for the next guest. So I have a question for you from the Pasha Rapani. She's asking if you were like supposedly if there was a world leader and if you were him, what three changes would you want to make in the world?
First of all, I would make a change for soil because no, I mean, although Sadhguru has come into the global change platform, still not much are taking it. If
Yeah.
I was the world leader, I would have made every soil fertile.
Okay. That sounds
Second
interesting.
change is uh, I would ensure welfare for the poor because one day I went to the city, like just for some meetup or something with my dad. I've seen people on the sides, they're begging, they can't move around and all. For them, I had one dream. I think I can fulfill it or no. But I was thinking I can make a machine that looks like a car but can do more things for them, like even getting them to the destination without one word. Like
That sounds
they'll
much
just, that
smarter.
car will just scan the brain and be like, let's go. See?
Okay. And what's the last change you would like to make?
The last change is I would promote more trees than buildings on the side of the highways. Because although I know there are service roads, Service roads, I would leave them alone. But the whole highway looks like bare. Only for the roads. Zoom, zoom, zoom. Full bare.
That
I
sounds
would promote more trees. Like at least some 200, 250 meters away. Tree.
okay. So, you mentioned about the save soil thing. Sadhguru is trying to make a change in the world. Can you please elaborate for our listeners?
Safe Soil is a global initiative founded by Sadhguru, and as a part of that, he has ridden over 30,000 kilometers from London to India, Karnataka, and everywhere he's given seminars on how to save the soil, how we can make a change. Even I participated in some. Not saw I saw Sadhguru in Coimbatore, but before that I was participating in one college next to our apartment, like saying them more about safe soil and all.
Wow.
Even I've wrote a letter. Who knows? Might be publicized.
Okay. Yeah, even I like when Sadhguru was riding his motorbike and coming to India, I was also like in Pune, he's going to come. So we all stood at the side of the road and we I was playing the piano and everyone was singing the Safe Soil song and he came, but he didn't have enough time to come and talk to us like he did in a few places. So he waved to us and it was like the perfect moment. And then we also like he had a seminar in Bombay, I think. So we went there as well, and it was so awesome. So it's just the ending. Is there anything you would like to ask me?
Uh, Not much. I feel the podcast was really great. First time doing a podcast for me.
Thank you. That was a compliment. Thank you so much. I hope to see you again soon. And yeah, I had a great time talking books with you. Thank you.
Yeah. Bye.
Bye.
Time to close the book, but don't worry, the stories really never end. Until our next adventure together, remember to keep your imaginations fueled, your laughter contagious, and your bookmarks handy. Until next time, it's me, Anna Lilani, closing the BTP book for this week. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel.
la 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 la